winter is getting weirder, and the Amish might just have the answers we've been missing. While snowfall drops, ice storms rage, and pipes burst in unpredictable thaws, they're thriving without modern tech. Why? They rely on 7 simple low-cost items, each under $20 that could save your life when your heater fails. From hand-stitched wool socks to hay bale insulation and candle lanterns that outheat space heaters, these forgotten tools are pure resilience. Want to stay warm when the grid goes down? Hit subscribe, and let's uncover the secrets the Amish have been quietly mastering for generations. 1. Farn hay bales. Nature's insulation. When you think of hay bales, your mind probably jumps to farm animals and rustic barns. But for the Amish, hay bales are more than just fodder. They're life-saving insulation. In 2025, as winters grow more unpredictable, Amish families in Indiana and Pennsylvania are stacking these golden bundles against the walls of their homes. Not for decoration, but for survival. Imagine your house wrapped in a cozy natural blanket, holding in warmth and keeping out the bitter cold. Unlike modern insulation, which requires expensive materials, tools, and permits, hay bales are simple. No drills, no nails, no contractors, just hands, ropes, and a deep understanding of how to work with nature. A single bale costs around $3, less than your morning coffee. Compare that to foam board insulation, which can set you back $90, or electric blankets that cost $70 and are useless during a power outage. Hay doesn't need electricity. It doesn't crack in the cold or melt under pressure. It just works, trapping air in countless tiny pockets that hold warmth like a natural thermal barrier. A 2024 study by the Rural Energy Institute revealed that hay insulates better than fiberglass and even some high-end spray foams. It's not just effective, it's affordable. One Amish man in Lancaster shared his secret with a local reporter. Every fall he spends an hour stacking hay bales along the north side of his home, the coldest wall. That simple act keeps his house warm all winter. His neighbor, who spent over $1,200 on new windows, still froze when her heater broke in January. Meanwhile, he slept comfortably in a t-shirt, thanks to his hay bale fortress. Hay doesn't care about blackouts or Wi-Fi outages. It doesn't need an app or a subscription. It's a quiet, patient protector, holding warmth in and keeping the cold out. While modern homes rely on gadgets and expensive solutions, the Amish have been using hay for generations. It's not just insulation, it's resilience. It's resilience. 2 candle lanterns. Small flames, big warmth. When the power goes out, most people scramble for flashlights and space heaters. The Amish, however, turn to something far simpler: candle lanterns. These aren't just for ambiance or romantic dinners. In Amish homes across Ohio and Pennsylvania, beeswax candles and metal lanterns are a primary source of heat. Not 1 or 2, but 7, 8, sometimes even 10 candles are arranged strategically around ceramic tiles or stacked bricks to maximize their warmth. A single beeswax candle produces about 80 BTUs of heat. That might not sound like much, but when you multiply it by 8 or 10, it's enough to take the chill out of a small room. Unlike paraffin candles, which burn quickly and release toxins, beeswax candles burn cleaner, longer, and warmer. One candle can last up to 12 hours, providing consistent heat through the night. While your smart thermostat flashes error messages during a blackout, these candles keep Amish homes above 60 degrees, even when it's freezing outside. The setup is simple but effective. During the day, the sun warms the rocks or tiles placed near the candles. At night, the candles take over, radiating heat into the room. A woman in Holmes County shared her method with a researcher. She lines up 7 lanterns near her kitchen window, where the sun hits during the day. By nightfall, her home is warm and cozy, even when temperatures drop to single digits. Last winter, a viral video showed a young man from Texas trying this method. He placed 5 candles in a metal bucket with river rocks and was shocked when his room warmed up by 12 degrees in just 3 hours. He admitted he had spent $400 on a space heater that failed during a power outage, while this $12 setup saved him from freezing. Candle lanterns don't need electricity, apps, or fancy features. They're a simple, reliable solution that the Amish have trusted for centuries. 3 hand-knit wool socks. The ultimate winter gear. Thermal socks with advanced moisture-wicking technology might sound impressive, but they pale in comparison to the hand-knit wool socks made by Amish women. In rural Ohio and Pennsylvania, these women wake up before dawn, not to scroll through their phones, but to knit. Their socks aren't about fashion or brand names. They're about survival. Thick, dense, and made from undyed wool, these socks are designed to keep feet warm in the harshest conditions. Some of these socks are so thick they don't fit in regular shoes. Amish men often wear them barefoot or with wooden clogs, and their feet stay warm even when it's 15 below zero. A researcher from the University of Vermont tested a pair and found that the 27 layers of pure wool outperformed any high-tech thermal sock on the market. Unlike synthetic materials, wool breathes, keeping feet dry and warm. Sweat freezes, but dry wool doesn't. One Amish grandmother summed it up perfectly. "Your socks let your feet sweat, mine let them breathe." Her words aren't just wisdom, they're a challenge to the modern obsession with technology. Last winter, a teenager tried to prank his Amish cousin by gifting him Bluetooth-controlled heated socks. The cousin didn't even open the box. Instead, he handed the boy a handmade pair and said, "These won't break, they won't charge, but they'll outlive you." The boy wore them for 3 weeks and admitted his feet never got cold. Modern socks rely on batteries, which die. Wool socks rely on nature, which doesn't. The Amish don't buy socks, they make them, mend them, and pass them down through generations. When the power goes out and gadgets fail, these socks keep them warm, proving that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. 4 frozen water jugs, nature's thermal batteries. When you think of energy storage, you probably picture high-tech solutions like Tesla Powerwalls or solar banks. The Amish, however, have a far simpler method: frozen water jugs. Every winter, Amish families in Indiana and Ohio fill old 2-gallon plastic jugs with tap water and leave them outside overnight. By morning, the water is solid ice. These jugs are then brought inside and placed near windows where the sun hits hardest. As the ice slowly melts, it releases heat into the room. This process, known as thermal mass, provides a steady, consistent source of warmth. A single jug can warm a small space for 6 to 8 hours. 10 jugs can keep a room comfortable for an entire day. A 2024 study from Penn State confirmed that this method can raise indoor temperatures by up to 8 degrees Fahrenheit without any fuel or electricity. One Amish man in Berks County shared his routine. Every night he fills 12 jugs and lines them up along the wall beside his bed. When he wakes up cold at 3 a.m., he touches one. It's still cool but not icy, slowly releasing its stored warmth. This simple practice keeps his home livable during the coldest nights, without relying on expensive gadgets or rising utility bills. Frozen water jugs don't need Wi-Fi, apps, or maintenance. They're a testament to the power of patience and ingenuity. While modern homes invest in complex systems that often fail during blackouts, the Amish rely on the sun and a few plastic jugs. It's a method that's as effective as it is humble, proving that sometimes the best solutions are the ones we've overlooked. 5. The rock-enhanced wood stove, a timeless heat source. You might think your modern wood stove, complete with a sleek glass door and a hefty price tag, is the pinnacle of winter preparedness, but the Amish would beg to differ. Their approach to heating is as old as the hills, and it's far more effective than you might imagine. Forget the bells and whistles of modern stoves. The Amish rely on simple cast iron wood stoves, heavy, black, and built to last. But the real secret isn't the stove itself, it's what's behind it. Stacked neatly like a fortress of warmth, dozens of smooth river rocks sit behind these stoves. These aren't decorative accents, they're a critical part of the heating system. When the fire roars, these rocks absorb the heat, storing it like nature's own thermal battery. And when the flames die down, the rocks slowly release that stored warmth, keeping the room cozy for hours. One Amish family in Lancaster reported that their home stayed above 60 degrees for 14 hours after the fire went out, all thanks to their rock cache system. Eli, an Amish man who has been perfecting this method since he was 12, explained it best. "I don't burn wood to stay warm. I burn it to teach my stones how to warm me." He carefully selects his rocks from local creeks, choosing round and flat stones of various sizes. Over the years, he's added more to his collection, creating a mosaic of heat-retaining power. Some of these rocks, warmed by countless fires, even retain a faint glow days after the last log has burned. While your electric heater struggles to keep up and your smart thermostat cycles on and off, the Amish sleep soundly, wrapped in the quiet warmth of their rock-enhanced stoves. They don't rely on technology to stay warm. They rely on patience, ingenuity, and a deep respect for the natural elements. Their method is a testament to the idea that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most enduring. 6. The power of community warm-up shifts. In a world where warmth is often seen as something you buy, whether through a thermostat, a space heater, or an ever-increasing utility bill, the Amish have a different perspective. For them, warmth isn't just about temperature, it's about connection. When the cold bites hard and the wind howls through the cracks of old windows, they don't turn to technology, they turn to each other. The concept is simple yet profound. Community warm-up shifts. When a neighbor's home grows too cold to bear, The Amish don't wait for an invitation. They show up. One by one, they take turns sitting in the coldest room of the house, offering their presence as a source of warmth. There's no schedule, no app, no payment, just quiet solidarity. A woman in Holmes County shared her experience from last winter when her power went out for 36 hours. Her husband was ill, and her children were shivering. 5 neighbors came to her aid, each sitting with her for hours. One brought fresh bread, another extra blankets, and one simply sat in silence, letting their body heat rise into the room like a living radiator. This isn't charity, it's survival. The Amish understand that warmth isn't just physical, it's emotional and communal. While your smart home might send you an alert when the temperature drops, the Amish rely on a far more reliable system: each other. They don't wait for technology to save them. They act. They knock on doors, share what they have, and ensure no one is left to face the cold alone. A viral TikTok video last year captured this spirit perfectly. An Amish man explained, "We don't fix houses, we fix hearts." The comments were flooded with people lamenting their own isolation, realizing they'd never even spoken to their neighbors. The Amish don't have Wi-Fi, but they have something far more powerful: a sense of community. And when the world turns cold, that's the kind of warmth that truly matters. 7. The shovel mindset. Moving through winter. In a world obsessed with convenience, the Amish take a different approach to winter's most dreaded chore: shoveling snow. While you might spend $800 on a snowblower, thinking it's the smart choice, the Amish stick to wooden shovels. It's not because they can't afford modern equipment or because they're stuck in the past. It's because they understand something most of us have forgotten. Snow isn't an obstacle to be removed, it's a challenge to be embraced. Armed with nothing more than a sturdy shovel, the Amish tackle snowstorms with a steady rhythm. There's no roaring engine, no gas fumes, no tangled cords, just the sound of snow being moved, one scoop at a time. It's not fast and it's not easy, but it's effective. And here's the kicker: it's good for you. A 2025 Harvard Public Health study found that people who shovel snow by hand have a 40% lower risk of heart attack during winter storms compared to those who use machines. Shoveling isn't just a chore, it's cardio. It's blood pumping, lungs working, and heat rising from within. One Amish man in Pennsylvania put it simply: "I don't shovel to clear the path, I shovel to keep my heart beating." His words are a reminder that sometimes the work we try to avoid is the very thing that keeps us alive. While your snowblower might break after 2 seasons, requiring costly repairs or replacement, the Amish rely on shovels that can be fixed with a bit of duct tape and ingenuity. And when the power goes out, leaving you stranded and waiting for someone to plow your street, the Amish are already halfway through clearing the road for themselves, their neighbors, and their horses. Last winter, a young man from Columbus gifted his Amish neighbor a brand new electric snowblower. The neighbor graciously accepted it but never used it. Instead, he hung it on the barn wall as a curiosity and continued shoveling by hand. When a 3-day blackout hit, the young man found himself stuck inside, scrolling his phone and waiting for help. Meanwhile, his Amish neighbor was out in the snow, alive with motion and purpose, clearing paths and staying warm, not from a machine, but from the simple act of being human. Bonus point 8, the art of layering clothes. When it comes to staying warm, the Amish have mastered a skill that many of us overlook: the art of layering. While modern winter gear often focuses on high-tech fabrics and heated jackets, the Amish rely on a simpler, more effective approach. They layer their clothing with precision, using natural materials like wool, cotton, and linen to create a system that traps heat while allowing the body to breathe. The secret lies in the combination of materials. The first layer is always breathable, often made of cotton or linen, to wick away moisture and keep the skin dry. The middle layers are all about insulation, with thick wool sweaters or vests providing the bulk of the warmth. Finally, the outer layer is designed to block wind and repel moisture, often a heavy coat or cloak made from tightly woven fabric. This system isn't just about staying warm, it's about staying comfortable. By layering, the Amish can easily adjust their clothing to match the changing weather, adding or removing layers as needed. One Amish woman in Ohio explained her method: "We don't buy expensive coats, we make what we need. A good wool sweater and a thick scarf can do more than any store-bought jacket." Her words highlight the practicality of this approach. While many of us spend hundreds of dollars on winter gear, the Amish use what they have, often repurposing old clothes or knitting new ones by hand. Layering isn't just about clothing, it's a mindset. It's about understanding your environment and adapting to it, rather than relying on technology to do the work for you. And in a world where winters are becoming increasingly unpredictable, this simple skill could make all the difference. So the next time you're tempted to buy the latest high-tech jacket, Consider taking a page from the Amish playbook. Layer up and let nature do the rest. Bonus point 9. The power of homemade remedies. When the cold season hits, it's not just the temperature that drops. Our immune systems often take a hit as well. While most of us stock up on over-the-counter medications and supplements, the Amish turn to something far more traditional: homemade remedies. These aren't just old wives' tales. They're time-tested solutions passed down through generations, rooted in a deep understanding of natural ingredients and their healing properties. One of the most popular remedies in Amish communities is elderberry syrup. Made from the berries of the elder tree, this syrup is packed with antioxidants and vitamins that boost the immune system and help fight off colds and flu. It's simple to make, requiring just a handful of ingredients: elderberries, honey, water, and a touch of cinnamon or ginger for flavor. The Amish often prepare large batches of this syrup in the fall, storing it in glass jars to use throughout the winter. Another staple is garlic salve, a potent mixture of crushed garlic and olive oil that's applied to the chest to relieve congestion. Garlic is known for its antibacterial and antiviral properties, making it a powerful ally against respiratory infections. The Amish also swear by herbal teas, made from plants like chamomile, peppermint, and echinacea, to soothe sore throats and calm coughs. These remedies aren't just about treating symptoms, they're about prevention. By incorporating natural ingredients into their daily routines, the Amish strengthen their bodies against the challenges of winter. And while modern medicine certainly has its place, there's something to be said for the simplicity and effectiveness of these homemade solutions. They remind us that sometimes the best remedies are the ones that come straight from the earth. Bonus point 10. The wisdom of early rising. In Amish communities, the day begins long before the sun rises. This isn't just a matter of tradition, it's a practical response to the challenges of winter. By waking up early, the Amish make the most of the limited daylight hours, ensuring that essential tasks are completed before the coldest part of the day sets in. This habit, while seemingly simple, has profound implications for their ability to thrive in harsh conditions. Early rising allows the Amish to start their fires before the chill of the night fully sets in, ensuring that their homes are warm by the time the rest of the family wakes up. It also gives them a head start on outdoor chores, from feeding livestock to clearing snow, tasks that are far more manageable in the morning light. And because they rely on natural light for much of their work, starting early means they can accomplish more without the need for artificial lighting. But the benefits of early rising go beyond practicality. It's also a time for reflection and preparation, a chance to set the tone for the day ahead. Many Amish families begin their mornings with quiet prayer or meditation, grounding themselves in their faith and community before the busyness of the day begins. This practice fosters a sense of calm and purpose, qualities that are invaluable in the face of winter's challenges. For those of us accustomed to sleeping in, the idea of waking up before dawn might seem daunting. But the Amish remind us that there's a certain magic to the early hours, a stillness and clarity that can't be found at any other time. By embracing this habit, we can not only make our winters more manageable, but also find a deeper connection to the rhythms of the natural world.